Tua Tagovailoa's frustration hit a boiling point after the Dolphins' last game, a gut-wrenching 28-27 loss that might be the final blow to their playoff dreams. Tua, who had just come back from injury, fought through every snap, connecting on 28 of his 38 passes for 234 yards and a touchdown, but it simply wasn't enough. Miami now stands at a shaky 2-5, teetering on the edge of a season lost, and as much as we want to stay hopeful, the road ahead looks nearly impossible. Even with Tua's return, Miami's offense has been struggling all season long, ranking a miserable 22nd in total offense and dead last in points per game, barely putting up 13.9 on average. So, what's going wrong here? Injuries have certainly played a part, hitting the Dolphins hard, but let's face it, they're still not performing. And time is running out. Tua spoke after the game, trying to focus on the positives, saying they can build off some successful drives they had, moments where they kept the chains moving and had a shot at putting points on the board. He talked about needing to do better to stay on the field, to create more scoring chances, but let's be real here. Building isn't the answer anymore when you're halfway through the season and staring at the playoff picture from the outside. This isn't week 1 or 2 where there's still time to iron out the wrinkles, it's week 9, and now they're in desperate need of wins. Let's look ahead. To even have a shot, Miami would probably need to win at least 8 out of their remaining 10 games. That's a steep hill, especially with road trips to face Buffalo, Green Bay, and Houston, plus a tough home game against the 49ers. And while the Jets haven't been great, they're still a team that can surprise. Splitting those games with Miami wouldn't be shocking. If the Dolphins can't figure out how to take down some of these heavy hitters, the best they can hope for might be an 8-9 record, and we all know that's not enough for January football. The Dolphins are in a hole, no doubt. Tua knows it, the fans feel it, and the whole team is feeling the pressure. But Tua's point is clear, it's got to be a team effort. He talked about staying united, staying in the film room, and working together because, as he put it, I can't go play defense. Jalen Ramsey can't come play offense. That's true, and it highlights the bigger issue, there's only so much one person can do. Everyone has to step up, and they've got to believe that they can turn this around. Fans might remember the Dolphins' impressive 8-1 streak back in 2021, and Tua mentioned it himself as proof they've done it before. But he was quick to emphasize that it came down to everyone focusing on their own job, not getting caught up in what the other side of the ball was doing. The offense has to put up points without waiting for the defense to hand them the game, and the defense has to hold without banking on the offense to score in every drive. It's basic stuff, but the Dolphins have been far from consistent in executing it this season. Then, there's the elephant in the room, Tua's health. He's had his share of injuries, and there's a real risk he could get hurt again, especially with Buffalo coming up, a team that has not been kind to him in the past. When asked about it, though, Tua brushed it off. He's got a warrior's mentality, saying he doesn't let those thoughts creep in because, as he put it, that's when you know it's time to hang it up. He wants to be out there, he loves playing, and he's committed. That's the spirit you want in your quarterback, but it also underscores the razor-thin margin Miami is working with. And it's not just Tua who's feeling the weight of the season. Head coach Mike Mcdaniel also expressed the harsh reality of their situation, saying the team can't afford to look too far ahead. According to Mcdaniel, getting caught up in the what-ifs only adds to the noise, and right now, they can't afford any distractions. He pointed out that he's been with teams that started strong and fell apart, and others that looked out of it only to make a run. It's about handling the noise, he says, the chatter, the pressure, and, yes, the criticism, because it's not going anywhere. For Mcdaniel, the message is simple, the NFL is unforgiving, and success comes down to blocking out the distractions and doing the work week after week. It's a game of resilience, and the teams that can rally under pressure are the ones still standing in the end. It's a tough message, but it's the reality for Miami right now. If the Dolphins can find a way to dig deep, silence the doubt, and start racking up wins, maybe, just maybe, they can claw their way back. But for now, all they've got is 1 week, 1 game, and one very slim chance to keep the dream alive.